betrayal and blood. Elias Carrera had spent years earning his place as the right-hand man to Hector. Hijo del Miedo, Montoya, one of the most feared mafia bosses in all of Mexico. He handled the money, the negotiations, and, when necessary, the bloodshed. But despite his loyalty, there was one line he was never supposed to cross. That line was Veronica Montoya. She had been married to Hector for nearly a decade, but their marriage was built on control, violence, and fear. Hector treated her like a possession, something to show off and keep locked away, rather than a wife. Elias had always been close to the family, but over the years, his relationship with Veronica shifted. It started with stolen glances, then whispered conversations. Eventually, Veronica was the one who made the first move, kissing him one evening while Hector was out handling business. It wasn't just lust, it was escape. For years, they met in secret. A quiet cafe in the city, a secluded hotel outside of town, and eventually Elias's own home, a lavish estate on the outskirts, a place Veronica called paradise. They dreamed of running away, leaving Hector and the cartel life behind. But they knew the danger of it. Hector was ruthless. If he ever found out, there would be no mercy. At one of Hector's extravagant parties, Elias noticed the way Veronica kept looking at him. A glance here, a lingering gaze there. It was subtle, but not to Hector. He had built his empire by reading people. He leaned in close to his wife, his voice low but laced with suspicion. "You all right, mi amor?" She forced a smile. "Sí, Carino." But Hector knew her too well. From that moment, Hector watched. He let things play out, not making any sudden moves. When Veronica asked for privacy to practice tennis, he agreed. She had always hated the security detail. But this time, he had one of his men follow her. What he found shattered any remaining doubt. Veronica wasn't practicing tennis. She was meeting Elias. Long lunches, hidden touches, and then, worse, she was going to his home, disappearing inside for hours. Hector didn't explode. Not yet. He let it fester. Let the betrayal marinate in his soul like poison. Then, he set his plan in motion. The final goodbye. It was a warm evening when Elias received a call from Veronica. Her voice was soft, but something in her tone felt off. "Come see me. One last time. At our place." Elias hesitated but agreed. When he arrived at his home, she was waiting for him. She kissed him, her hands trembling. "We have to go soon, Elias. I feel like he knows." Elias nodded. He had already started making plans, passports, money, everything. They were so close. But before he could say another word, the glass wall behind them shattered. A barrage of bullets tore through the window. Veronica screamed as Elias pushed her behind him, reaching for his gun. But it was too late. Hector's men swarmed in, surrounding them. And then, Hector walked in. Calm. Smiling. A glass of whiskey in one hand, a pistol in the other. Elias, mi hermano," Hector said, shaking his head. "How could you?" Elias clenched his jaw, standing his ground. "You never deserved her." Hector chuckled darkly. He turned to Veronica. "And you, mi amor? After everything I've given you." She spat at his feet. "You gave me nothing but pain." Hector sighed. "Then let's end your suffering." Before Elias could react, Hector lifted his gun and shot Veronica in the head. Elias roared in rage, lunging at Hector, but a bullet struck him in the chest before he could reach him. He collapsed to his knees, gasping as his vision blurred. Hector knelt beside him, whispering in his ear. "You were like a brother to me, Elias. But no one betrays me and survives." With a final shot, the world went black. The legend of Hijo Del Miedo. The next day, Hector hosted another party. Music played, drinks poured, and laughter filled the air. If anyone noticed Veronica's absence, they didn't ask. The story that spread was simple. Veronica had run away, and Elias had been dealt with for disloyalty. Hector Montoya remained El Hijo Del Miedo. Untouchable. Unforgiving. and as ruthless as ever.